Who bet you didn't do it? Who bet you didn't do it? That's who Desi said it must have been. Desi said it must have been Paul drunk, all cocked up. I think it was fucking hilarious.
He's all run up in front, smacking his ass cheeks.
No, my anxiety's all fucking long in that fucking house. I can't. I'm like that all day, every day now. I can't fucking sleep. It's hard to fall asleep. I'm gonna try to put my skin on.
He's all run up in front while he's smacking his ass cheeks.
I need a fucking shot. I yelled in my pocket. I can't run
across the street from the back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's all it's like.
Did it with ease. So you're lucky you didn't get arrested? That's crazy.
Dude, I drank a bottle of wine for the first time in like fucking 6 months the other night.
Good. How did that work out?
Well, I was in court and I didn't makeup on. I'm like, dude, I drank too much last night. I fucking rolled out of bed.
Oh, you look fine.
My hair was fucking greasy. I had no fucking makeup on. Yeah. I was like, fuck it, I don't appreciate it. I fucking got
It's natural beauty. You got natural beauty.
I'm like, dude, we have sex last night. I don't even fucking remember. And he's like, acting really. I'm like, dude, I drank a whole bottle of wine in my face.
Why not? Yeah, why not? It was worth it, right?
Usually Cabernet. And it's cold now, so my back is fucking killing me, so it takes away the pain, you know? Fucking Moscato. Moscato's really sweet white wine. It tastes like juice. It's the only sweet one. It's the only really sweet one. Wine is like a glass, drinking a glass of wine with this is drinking like 3 beers. It's like 13%.
Yeah. That was, where do you think that came from? You? Yeah, that one too.
As a library and computer applications, it's easier.
Real, what you found? Check you out.
Yeah. It's a pain in the ass doing them on his phone.
They got coffee.
Yeah, I'm so jacked up on coffee right now.
This is John. That's Dave. That's Ashley.
Another John. Now there's 3 of them.
Oh, call him Sideshow, because he looks like a Sideshow on SpongeBob.
He's weird, man.
I burned to death.
It's all
2
dreadlocked.
days in a row. I got him for 20 months one day. They called me back the next day. I got 60. I was like, all right, I can't do that. I told him I could go in the Kennedy building next to it. He chew up and go out the back. We'll see ya. Got myself good.
So this is my new shit. My young blood.
Yeah, I told
tall for me.
Boy, it works.
You said it was, you told us it was little, so.
It got real
No,
little
it
yesterday.
ain't.
Hey, it got real little in the cold yesterday.
Oh, God.
Gotta laugh just like my grandma.
Because it is.
Oh, I thought.
You got the hood on it, right?
Don't bother me.
So I just took a couple drops of CBD.
Don't bother me, no.
That's a good jacket. You pick that up, you feel how big that sucker is?
But it'll help it helps with anxiety.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, you should give her a couple drops. She needs it. Give her a couple drops. Can you give her a couple drops or is it too much?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Almost $100.
Oh, that was like $100 for that?
It really helps anxiety.
Yeah, it helps for anxiety, nausea. There's a whole bunch of stuff.
Huh.
It's like
Yeah, I
$100
shouldn't, I don't know. It
Cough
tasted,
syrup,
yeah.
honestly.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like give away your CBD oil, but. I didn't realize it was that expensive. Holy shit.
Yeah, they got another one there. It's like $45.
Nice.
They got another one that's like $45.
You look good in that. Doesn't mirror. You look good in that hat, Sheila.
Going on the wall, I'll be wearing that.
I like the white one, but it's all bent up. Look at the way his hat is. He looks like a fucking conehead. It looks like a hard on top of his head. Hey, I like that.
Well, good thing I came here this morning because I was going to stop by and see you today.
Oh, over there? Holy Christ.
You did?
Yeah.
No way. It's a large, I'm taking that.
You're showing
Large.
it to me. But you're showing it to me.
It's small on it.
Yeah, huh? No, not really. If I get a small t-shirt. Yeah, that. I meant to tell you about that. I was going to tell you to take that. Yeah, and
So,
I think
you gotta get
you can adjust it better if you pull up that.
Give me a second.
Yeah, those things right there. Those things right there. Dave.
Yeah, I can bring that back. Yeah, I like that. I used that a couple weeks ago, man. I was hurting.
That big mouth Bill out there.
Who?
Like Bill. Like I'm out of here.
Yeah, I gotta take him to. Go to house.
They're that big.
They're called dancers. Find them all the time.
Yeah, we're going home yet.
Dancers, they go. Oh, bye. Yeah, I know, right?
Bye.
I'm over on Perkins Street now.
Perkins?
Yeah.
Number.
5. It's those Yeah, where your dad is.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know this smoke. That's all I do. That's it.
Yeah.
You can't bring
Me
that out.
too.
I can make it.
And it's gone. And then like 5 minutes later.
Dude, and I fucking know there's
All right.
what the fuck am I gonna do? He needs to do things in front of me. I'm not gonna fucking say no. No, not at the moment, but he's fucking scared to go there.
Hi guys, hello everybody. Meet everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene, and yeah, I know it is approximately 1 minute before 10, and I know I'm a little early, but you know what? That's life. Today, of course, is well, I'm just checking a few things here. Nothing that needs my immediate attention. Actually, that one looks like an interesting message. It does. Let's see, what's this one about here? It says, okay, used man, one of the ordinary people made money. Oh, it's a money-making scam. No thanks. So get rid of that. Put book on. Okay. Alright, today of course is Wednesday, and today of course is the last day Soup Kitchen will be open until next Monday. And so I wanted to let you know what we're doing tomorrow. Tomorrow the Soup Kitchen will not be open on Thursday or Friday, and so we are going to do videos at the house instead of here. So not only are we going to do them at the house on Thursday and Friday at 10 o'clock, we also are going to be having a live call-in show as well. So tomorrow, you will be able to call us at the live call-in number. If you want to call ahead the number in advance and leave questions, comments, that's fine too. The phone number is 860-718-6195. Again, that's 860-718-6195. So that will give you a chance to ask questions and things in advance. Now, as we, of course, are going to be celebrating Thanksgiving in this country, officially on Thursday morning, I'd like to ask you to come up with some things that you're thankful for this year. Obviously, you might want to try to keep it relatively generic, only unless you really want to give more details. That's up to you. But definitely, the question is what are you thankful this year? And yesterday's video was kind of a nerve-wrenching first video live stream for a long time, and just like this video is, I like to try to do my live streams in a way that I can keep up with them just as much as everybody else can. So that's the whole process of doing what I'm doing here with the internet and things like that, is to cover live material. Let's start with the weather forecast for the next few days, as well, right? Here in Winstead, the Open Door Soup Kitchen area, today's expected high is going to be about 4 degrees. It's going to be a little bit warmer, in the single digits, but it's not going to be too bad. It's just a little bit warmer. And let me just get to the weather forecast. I can tell you more specifically. There we go. Right now it is 1 degree Celsius outside. It is fair. Feels like -3. Winds north-northwest at 22 kilometers per hour. Humidity is 54%. UV index is 2, which is low. Dew point is -7. Sunrise is at 6:52 a.m. and sunset tonight will be at 4:25 p.m. Eastern Time. As we go to the next forecast for the next few days, we see that tonight is going to have a low of -2. Thursday will be high of 4, a low of 0. 70% chance of rain. Friday will be a high of 6 degrees, 1 degree Celsius. 80% chance of rain. And Saturday, pretty much more of the same. It'll be a little warmer, but not by much. It'll be a high of 6, a low of -1, with 80% chance of rain. And so, as I said, it's going to be in single digits. It's not really going to be really amazingly too cold, too hot, or anything like that. Speaking of hot, I'm not in a hot mood with my landlord right now because, unfortunately, he still hasn't fixed my thermostat after all these years. I keep reminding him, and he keeps giving me excuses. Or more precisely, doesn't give me any answer of why he won't get the heat fixed in a timely manner. So, yesterday he came out to me, he says, well, the problem is we have a pipe leaking somewhere, or someone's tub is leaking, and we don't know if it's you or the other people in 7. He was accusing me up and down, saying it was my tub, but then he checked my tub and said it wasn't leaking. And then, of course, he's like, well, you got a shower rod, why don't you put a shower curtain around this thing? I'm like, Yeah, if I had a shower, this is true. I got a shower hanger, rod in my bathroom. So I said, Dad, I'm gonna get you some shower curtains, and they gave me 3 of these ugly things. I mean, not like they're new, but they were ugly. They were so fugly it wasn't even funny. I got them on. I only have to put one on because the other 2 were already existing in my bathroom, were still in good shape. So, and the other ones have the kind of clips that snap closed, or these kind of things are slip to clip, which I don't like those kind of clips at all because they're like so easy to come off. So when I put them on, I put the shower curtains on, and then I realized, well, you know what? Gee, if I gotta put a shower curtain in here, I might as well get the extension for my hand sprayer because I only got a 1 meter long hose. So get like a 2 meter extension, and then get a bracket, and I could put my hand shower on the wall. Then I would actually have a shower in there. That's the need for a shower curtain, because that would work good for some people. Over in my house, I always limit the fact is I have a bathtub and not a shower, and I'm like, yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. Right now, the kitchen here is got its usual crowd, and I'm sorry that my picture looks a little dark. You know what it is? It's the fact is that the sun is behind me, and this software, to my knowledge, doesn't have any way for me to adjust the brightness control. Well, let me see if it does. This is the more advanced software, so let me see if it might. No, black and white. No, color reverse. Kind of normal color. Yeah. Okay, it's pretty much where it is. So no, I can't really change the brightness too much on this software. It doesn't have an exposure controls, but you saw it had things for inverse, color, black and white, and a few things. And it makes it a lot nicer when you can actually check things on your phone. Unfortunately, my BlackBerry does not have that feature. But you know what? I'll tell you straight. I've been using this phone now for long time, and sounds like you don't like the software that much on this phone. No, I don't. It's old. It's older programs, so it makes it a little harder to do things that I usually do. But yeah, it does work. It's just that. By the way, one of the things I noticed in the last video is that we did pretty good on the viewership, that we had 8 views, and of course now we're doing the stream live. And one of the mistakes I made is that I mistakenly said that I re-shared the video from yesterday. Oops. Well, I guess it doesn't hurt any. It's just, it's kind of awkward, so, yeah. But still, that's the nature of the beast. So anyway, tomorrow, the video we're going to be doing, as I said, is we're going to do a Thanksgiving special in the studio at 10 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. It will be a call-in show, as I said. You will be able to call us into the studio at 860-718-6195. And so there, you will be able to... The main topic of this, because it's Thanksgiving, is what are you thankful for? Well, what things have you gotten this year that you are thankful for? I really hope, that you will participate. But you know what? Here's the thing. the most important thing I want you to know is that as I've been doing these videos for so long now, this kind of sucks you can't actually see who's watching it live. No, on this app. Yeah, I know. So, alright, so let's talk about some computer stuff today. As you know, it is getting to be very important in this day and age to keep running backups of your computers, especially for things. People share a lot of information on material on their computers, a lot of files, a lot of personal pictures, things like that. And so sometimes as you're doing all this sharing, you may actually wonder are you sharing your stuff with people that are necessarily good for you to share with? Well, without knowing the people personally, it's kind of hard to say. But there's also a group of people that are not good, and they're not actually voluntarily sharing with them, but rather they're doing like breaking into your computer, planting distributed denial of service attacks, erasing your files, stealing your files, corrupting your files. And it's for that reason that you need to keep a backup copy of your files. Now, we already know from working with Retrospect for several years now that it is a very good thing to keep backups because computers also do have mechanical problems. Hard drives fail, solid state storage can fail. Computers can get damaged because of environmental conditions like floods, hurricanes, earthquakes, things like that. So keeping backup copies of your files are essential. But one of the things is, in some cases, is when you're keeping backup copies of files in your computer, is which kind of backup systems do you want to use? Because if you use something like Retrospect, for example, Retrospect version 8 and newer uses a different backup catalog than the Retrospect 6 and older. So if you're using the Retrospect 8, there's no guarantee you're going to be able to read Retrospect 6 tapes, which means all of those backups that you made are not going to be readable. Unless you might as well throw the tapes in a bulk eraser, because that's exactly what they're good for. Unless you happen to have a copy of Retrospect 6, which in that case, you've got a way to read them. But that's like asking for problems, because sometimes backup teams make mistakes. They do things the wrong way. Someone might accidentally spill coffee on the tape CD with the software on it, or the one computer you have has a software may malfunction or be retired or whatever, and all of a sudden, again, you're back to the same problem. Tapes that can't be restored, especially if a worst case scenario and everything on your computer needs to be restored from scratch. So I'm looking into a couple different backup programs. One of them is called Amanda. It actually stands for, was originally an open source product. It's called Maryland Backup. And what it does is it uses either tar, CPIO, or possibly other protocols that you install to back up your system to either a tape library, tapes, disk drives. It can do disk to tape. In other words, the backup server keeps catalogs of the stuff you're backing up online, and then once those backups are full, it then goes ahead and copies them to tape. You can work with tape servers and a variety of other media. That's great. But when I read the manuals for it, the first thing that keeps shaking my head is how many ways you can do things. It only confuses me. And so we've been using Retrospect, and that's what we've been using. So obviously the question is should we be using Retrospect in addition to Amanda? And I think the answer is resoundingly yes. However, right now income is still going to be a little tight, so going out there and keeping two completely incompatible tape backups archives running simultaneously It's just not feasible at this point. Maybe in the future, maybe, but it's not now. No. So, if I use Amanda, the advantage would be is that the one computer, which also runs my website, can also be used to back up the system at night. The problem is that the clients that connect to the server can't back up when they're good and ready. They have to be online at a certain time to do backups, at least as far as I can see from the configuration manual. To get them to go online spontaneously to do backups would be what I really want to do. Likewise, retrospect has the same basic general rule of thumb. So you can back up using retrospect, but again, it's not compatible with anybody else's catalog. So I'm going to keep working on this backup system until I can choose the format that seems to be the best solution to back up the computers. Now, let's see what else. So, basically what you're saying is backing up the computer is going to be a work in progress if you use Amanda. Yeah, if you do disk to tape backup, I'm going to need at least, ideally, say 250 gigabyte drive. The problem is that the Linux machine, one, does not have any free slots. Two, it doesn't have a SATA controller. And three, because it doesn't have a SATA controller, we would have to back up either using USB 1.1, which is going to take forever to back up. Yeah. Or we could, again, upgrade to a newer USB 2.0 card, but it's still not going to help because we still have to have a PCI slot free to do that. Or I can go ahead with a SATA host adapter, but again, we still need a host adapter slot free for PCI card to put the SATA/eSATA card into the system to do that. That's going to take some money. So, again, we're back to the money issue. And for that reason, I'm not going to sit there and worry about things I can change. I'm just going to try to deal with the things I can deal with right now. Right now, my joints are hurting and my legs, ow. I got up really early this morning. I got a good 8 hours, 10 hours sleep. I just happened to get up early this morning because I had to go to Cumberland Farm to get some milk because I didn't have any milk, except for what's left in here. And technically, this milk's already expired, but it's still good, so I'm using it up. So I had to buy a half gallon of milk so that we can make coffee here because the soup kitchen doesn't provide milk for coffee. So that's what I did. And right now it's getting warm in here. Yeah, they got the heat on in here, and I'm sitting right next to the convector, and it's making me sweat. That's because the main socket is right nearby from my extension cord, and so we're using that to get these videos out onto YouTube right now. Now, one of the things is that we are going to work on this is to try to get more live streams in the mornings. Because that seems to make it easier for you to continue to be a part of our audience. And so that's what we're going to do. And right now I got 4 messages waiting for me. Let me take a look at these real quick here. Nope, nothing really exciting. It's just junk mail. Like Smith Micro, Dream World, and Shumall. Now, Shumall, I'll do it a little later on. It's just the blinky light gets a little annoying on the BlackBerry here. It's nothing I can't deal with. It's just, Now, so like I said, I want to try to keep these videos under an hour for a lot of reasons. First of all, is the fact is that who in the heaven's name wants to watch me doing videos that are over an hour long? You guys basically realize, and I know it too, you like shorter videos. You don't like long monsters because it bothers you. And I understand that, so no problem. But tomorrow, because we are going to be in the studio and we're going to be doing our live video stream, we're going to be receiving phone calls, please do call. I'm going to be honest when I say this ahead of time because it really would be nice. I really, really would like to talk to you guys. I'm spending a lot of money on new technology as best I can to expand my outreach to you. And don't make it cheap. No, it doesn't. Speaking of Christmas tree, it's time for you to get ready to set yours up. Actually, technically my Christmas tree is always set up. Right, but it's not plugged in yet. Oh, right. Yeah, it's not plugged in yet. Gee, I suppose I can plug it in, put it on top of the TV. Okay. Along with the Christmas lights in the ceiling. Yeah, you think I forgot about my lights? No, I still got those incandescent light strings of lights around my ceiling. They're still there. They're year-round. I don't have them on right now, but they are there year-round. And again, this year we are also going to be doing another live stream of the Yule Convocation for this year. It will start at 7 p.m. on December 20th. And then afterwards, we will be opening the phone lines again, and so that you can participate. And again, a live call-in show with me and Lumi, and maybe even Dory. We don't know if Dory's going to be there, but maybe. We haven't figured out yet what her schedule is, but when we find out, we will let you know. So just keep that on your calendar for now. At December 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time will be the North American Snow Queen Yule Convocation. And don't forget Christmas Day. What is Christmas Day anyway? Christmas Day. Christmas Day. When is Christmas Day? I think it's Friday. Really? Yeah. Let me take a look at the calendar and see what it says here. Let's see. View. Monthly. Yeah. Christmas Day is on a Sunday, which would normally not be a live stream, but I will make it a live stream on the calendars. That's what will be my plan. We're going to do a live stream on Christmas Day, even though realistically you guys are probably not watching us on Christmas Day. December 26th is a birthday. I can tell you right now, Karen Stewart will have her birthday on December 26th. Christmas Day don't forget Yule, as I said, will be on Tuesday night, as I said, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And so that will be, should put that up into the contact calendar for Gmail. So I will put that in later on. Now, I don't really have a lot to say right now, except that, I don't always come up with material. Sometimes I come up in the morning, and it's like, just like everybody else, sometimes they come in here. I started the tape a little earlier because I like to make sure that people can get situated to watch the live stream. And those people do, the few that do watch them. There's not very many. But, hey, you know what? The few that watch it, I appreciate very much you watching them. And I hope that you'll continue to watch the streams. And, of course, share them with your friends. And this is so much definitely a seat of the pants action. This isn't even polished. This is not like, really high tech or anything. And because this is live, right now I'm in a public setting, there's a lot of things that are going on in the background. There are people coming in and out. There are people drinking coffee. There are people talking with their friends. And things like that. So it's not like it's in the studio where I have total control of everything from the noise level to the phones or anything like that. I have no control here. This is a public setting. Right now, it looks like the crowd here at the Open Door Soup Kitchen in Winston is a little bit bigger than usual. But we are... How you doing, Don?
Good, how are you?
Let's come on over here real quick.
Yeah, hang on a second. I'll come back to you in a couple seconds.
Okay.
Let me put this down.
We're going to be hopefully getting a chance to talk to somebody that was going to be a regular on the program, but she kind of changed her mind. So we're talking about Dawn, who kind of wanted to not be a regular. So it kind of gave us a reason to remove her from the list of contact people. And, you know, it's kind of sorry to say that, really, you know. But not everybody is really savvy with this stuff. And some people get really kind of, concerned about being on live camera all over the world, all over the universe. In 200 years, somebody in Alpha Centauri is going to be watching this video. And I don't know what they're going to learn about the human race from watching this video. But compared to watching some of the news on TV, I could say at least that we realize that some human beings are not half as bad compared to the way some of the media makes us look. For example, most people who look at the mainstream media, Donald Trump got really angry with the mainstream media and basically told them that you're a den of liars. And that's a very important point, because when you're mainstream media, you're doing... It's almost become like state-sponsored propaganda material, and something that's really, really difficult to understand. So is Don going to be coming over here or not? I don't know. You know, that's the luck of the draw and stuff. Well, first of all, I think tomorrow we should point out that this is going to be when you get a chance to ask us questions. This is going to be a regular thing in the sense that we're going to have basically when we're combining our morning, this Thursday and Friday videos, live streams, are going to become our Ask Us Anything in addition to, of course, Thanksgiving video. Right. And so people, I know people during just Thanksgiving night to watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And of course you will be. And I know that by the time my video is on, the parade is pretty much in swing. So, can't help that, By the way, one of the things too is I should address, is that one of the things this year is I'm not having a Thanksgiving dinner at my house. So it's gonna be kind of blah. Michelle's gonna eat something. Yeah, we're gonna eat something. We're gonna have like Queenie with butter. Ew. It's that macaroni and cheese. I got 3 boxes of it, so yeah, definitely I'll have some things like that. Now, but that's not uncommon for a lot of people who want fixed incomes. That is an extremely sad reality. Is when you don't have family, you have to make do with what you got, and if that means that you have to eat canned food or boxed food or whatever, oh well, that's life, Don't forget, we get our food stamps next week. Yes, we do. Let's go back to the calendar right now. Let's see. I get my food stampies. I get my food stamps on next Thursday, which is good because right now I am just about fit to be tied. I gotta come up with some food, and of course Friday I get my regular Social Security disability check. So we're gonna get things done here. And now, one of the things I wanted to talk about, and I might as well, because these videos don't have a scheduled end time. I can basically make the videos as long as I want. Is I want to talk briefly about climate change. Now, the IPCC, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, which is part of the United Nations. The United States is part of the original Paris agreement on climate change. And Donald Trump, like me, has said, now, you know what? There's no confirmation that confirms that climate change is real. Is that, at least in the sense that it is man-made. There is climate change. It's not man-made. It has no control over mankind. It has nothing to do with climate change. But what is important to remember is the changes that were made, for the most part, on the climate change, have had some positive impact. One, we've cut down on the amount of particulates in the upper atmosphere. I.e., there's less smog and there's less pollution. Okay? Unfortunately, at the same time, in the early years of the climate change agenda, i.e. banning of incandescent light bulbs, in use of more fluorescents and compact fluorescent light bulbs, increased the risk of mercury exposure to many people and made them very much risk their lives and their health because of mercury exposure. That's not good. But don't forget, incandescent light bulbs, some of the early ones had lead in the filament soldering contacts. Yes, that's true. But that's changing also with the newer and lead-free solder and things like that. It doesn't necessarily make it better because a lot of the stuff is actually just as nasty and sometimes even worse than the lead-free solder. It can be worse because of the fluxes. It can be just as toxic. They also don't seem to hold up its connection as well as the lead solder. But the whole creation of CFLs, for example, in the early days was definitely not good for you either. They contain mercury, they're fragile, they break easy. They produce a lot of ultraviolet rays. Because especially with the use of electronic ballast, they make dirty electricity. Then we went to these new LED light bulbs, which have improved quite a bit since their initial creation, and it's certainly come down in price now that they are become very competitive with incandescent light bulbs as far as environmental responsibility, long-lasting. Don't produce unnecessary ultraviolet rays, don't contain mercury. Of course, they may still contain some lead and lead-based solder, even though you have the ROS, what is it, ROS? Yeah, ROHS, safety issues to try to minimize the risk of hazardous substances. And, of course, they have made some major improvements in the lighting. But when it comes down to it, is incandescent light bulbs necessarily any worse than LEDs? Well, they produce a lot of heat, which is great if your landlord doesn't fix your thermostat, because you can always throw in a few incandescent light bulbs and you'll be nice and toasty. In fact, tomorrow, because we'll be doing the videos in the studio, we will be having our lights on, obviously, and it will get the living room nice and toasty like a Quiznos. Toasty. So, definitely. Yeah, that's a nice warm weather inside. But, so, does this mean that since Donald Trump has decided that we are going to leave the Paris Treaty, that we're going to be producing incandescent light bulbs in the United States again? You never know. That'd be a very nice thing, because that's a job that, it's an industry that's relatively simple to create incandescent light bulbs, and it's a good source of revenue. It's a commodity we use every day. And a lot of people never really got into these energy-efficient light bulbs. So, like I said, I don't have a problem with the LEDs, but I do have a big problem with the compact fluorescents and the fluorescent lights because of the mercury. But hey, you know, that's just me. It's just my opinion. By the way, how's your eyes doing? They're doing okay. I mean, they're not fantabulous, but yeah, I can say I seem to be seeing a little bit better. Let's check here. Yeah, I can see the time on the phone pretty good. But I gotta get some more eye drops and order some more in a couple days. So we'll get some more eye drops. And the most important thing is tomorrow is going to be a live call-in show. But if you want to leave your questions in advance or your comments in advance, the phone line has an answering service on it, so you can leave a message. So even if we're not doing a live show, you can always use the phone line to leave messages. So the phone number again is 860-718-6195. That's toll free. Within the continent, or actually it's not toll-free, but for many people on cell phone towers, it is toll-free in the continental U.S. So again, that's 860-718-6195. When we're not doing a show and taking phone calls, you can just leave messages and we will get to your messages and play them and see if we can answer some of your topics. So if you left a message, but you don't know when I'm going to be taking a video, or get to it in a video, just watch the videos and you might find your question being answered. And of course tomorrow, since it's starting around 10 o'clock Eastern time, that we will be answering the phone, you can again ask us questions and comments. And the main question for tomorrow is, what are you thankful for this year? And that's the question. What are you most thankful for this year? And so tomorrow when you call in, the number will start around 10 o'clock, 860-718-6195. So that's going to be your chance to ask the questions. The phone lines, of course, will also be open on Friday. Again, the same phone number, 860-718-6195. And we'll hope to hear from you. And, of course, share these videos with your friends, family. And don't forget to check out the Patreon page at www.patreon.com/BICHELA. Become a patron, make a donation, help us operate things. And when you do, you will get $20 a month. You'll get one of these. This is the working one, but the other one's the same as this. And we'll send you the iRig Pre and the one that needs some cleanup inside her. It's a $20 a month donation monthly, and I will send it out your way. If you don't want it, just send me an email and let me know, and I won't bother. But if you do, I'll send it out. I promise you. Lastly, we will, of course, have the Dell PowerVault PV122T VS80 tape drive will be available for a donation of $200. Please understand, because of the sheer size of the thing, it's going to be a little more time consuming to pack it and ship it. But again, you donate $200 and you want it, it's yours. Say the same thing. Tell me now if you want it. I'll send it your way. If you don't, you just want to make a donation, just let me know, and I will try to find the next person who wants the PowerVault PV122T VS80 tape unit. It holds 8 tape cartridges, DLT Type 4. It also has a barcode reader feature on it. It is a SCSI single-ended and SCSI low voltage differential. It uses the standard half-pitch 68-pin SCSI cables. And of course, you will have to supply the cable and you will have to supply the terminator, but it will be available to you. So for now, I guess that's all, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Just like yesterday, I'm going to turn the sound off in advance, and so that they can make sure to record some blank space on the system and let it buffer out the video before I officially end, so it doesn't drop the video off at the worst time, so you can get the whole thing. So see you tomorrow, guys. See you tomorrow at 10. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.